So guys, I've counted the votes as to who you guys want the pairing, you smiters, how you want the pairings to be done. Joanne seems to be one with Guy and one with, I don't know who Guy is actually, that's what I have written down in my notes. And then 4 Thajalas and nothing else. Everyone else, fucking all over the place. Kira, 1 Frederick, 2 Morgaine, 1 Marianne, Talia. 1 Marianne, 1 Thajala. Unfortunately, that's Joanne, so Talia can't have Thajala anymore. Another 2 Mariannes, 2 Melvins, 1 Frederick, and 1 Thajala. So, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But, I don't know. We can't also have everyone being, Yuri. So now that Joanne's gone down there, either Kira or Talia have to be Otome. So, we'll see how that goes for now. Is there anything I want to do here? You're certainly not meeting her. There were 2 Mariannes. We could make Kira go for the Otome. Alright, for now let's do that. No, I do not want to do that. I want to go here. Talia had wanted to visit the smithy again after her first meeting with Marianne. It had been a really fun time when she and her sisters visited, but this time she wanted some alone time with the smith. You know how it way, banging away all day. Could do some other banging. There you go. That's my contribution to this. She was completely open and Talia liked that. The girl found Marianne crouched over a grindstone, sharpening a massive-looking sword. Sharpening it. Ooh. Several other blades laid on the table behind her. Some of them looked like they had just been freshly polished, whereas others were obviously waiting for their turn on the stone. Talia moved close, looking over the different blades. Her gaze narrowed on a tiny little blade before barely longer than her thumb. Don't steal it. Please don't steal it. Without even thinking, she palmed it. Oh god. She stole it. It looked like it could be useful, or at least expensive. The smith stopped in her work, placing the large sword down on the table before realizing Talia was standing there. Do you think she's not going to notice, Talia? This is your big plan. She's just not going to notice the fact that one of her swords has gone missing. There's like 10 people in this town. Who do you think's gonna fucking do it? Oh, hello, Talia. I didn't hear you come in. Like you could hear anything when you're sharpening metal. Marianne chuckled. No, I guess not. Her smile faded as she looked at the collection of weapons laid out on the table. Fucking told you. I had a tiny little knife on this table. Have you seen it? Nope, she sighed. You're the only one who has been in here since I started working on that greatsword. Yeah, exactly. This is so dumb. Give it back to me. I was just looking at it. I promised to give it back. This thing, this is mine. I don't know why you think I stole it from you. Maybe it's just buried under something. Follow through with a lie? Marianne laughed. You're a cheeky one. The smith moved close, grabbing the hand with the knife concealed in it. Gently sliding it out of the smaller girl's palm, she leaned down and kissed Talia gently on the mouth. Up. And that didn't even go up half a heart. There's a better option in there? I was just looking at it. She doesn't like that one. Okay. I felt something, and I put my hand on the table, I felt something stick in my hand. No, she doesn't like that one at all. You can check my hands. They're not there, and this outfit doesn't have pockets. What does the relationship really go up here? Oh shit, no. So by straight up lying, this is how this works. Great. Talia moved her hands down in front of her body, pretending to patting herself down. In truth, she'd slipped the knife down at the front of her shirt and between her breasts. She defied Marianne to accuse her of thievery, now with no proof. Nice try, Talia, but you don't have the chest for that dagger. They were used by an order of female assassins. All of them were well endowed. She smirked. You're not. The smith grabbed a handful of Talia's shirt, pulling her close. Looking right into the smaller girl's eyes, Marianne reached down the top with her free hand and retrieved the dagger from Talia's undergarments. Fuck, this is the shit Marianne is into. Maybe this was a poor choice after all. Even Talia was taken aback by the boldness of the move, her entire face burning with heat as Marianne released her. You touched my breast. You made me. And it's not like you have much to touch. I have plenty. Not compared to me or any of your sisters. I have no idea how that... Is that what I should now be doing to girls? Have them rob me and then stick my hand down their top? Fuck, I've been doing it wrong all these years. But I think it suits you. You're small and cute in every way. Shut up! Not used to getting mocked, I can tell. You're usually the one with the barbs. Talia whimpered, hugging herself. You're a horrible person. We just stole a dagger off. You know what, whatever. She fled out the smithy, keeping her head bowed to hide her complete humiliation. Were it not for the rather pleasant memory of Marianne's warm skin against her, she would have likely thrown herself into the sea to save herself from the embarrassment she felt right now. She hoped that her sisters never heard of this incident until the day she died. Straight up the day she died. Good. There is nothing I want to do here now, so... Attend! Now we're at night. Okay, and there's different people. I don't want to go and see you. I ship it. I don't know what that means, but I'm told I'm cool if I do. One of the problems with practicing magic was the materials required. It was an expensive business, and since she practiced it in secret, she could not bring in a sort of income to support it. She wished she knew how to create gold. That would make things so much easier. For now, one of the best ways to save money was to gather her own ingredients. The woods around town had many different useful items that she could use to craft spells. Tonight had been a good haul so far, although she had noticed some of her regular spots had been already harvested. Oh, I wonder who that is by. Are we just going to have to straight up fucking lie to someone again and they're going to be like, huh, how cute! I like you now for lying to me. The answer to her mystery came sooner than she expected. Oh. She took a step back as the healer from the temple turned around to look at her. It is not often I see someone from the town wandering the woods after dark. I was harvesting some things I need, as was I. Joanne felt the other scrutinizing the bundles in her arms. It seems we sought similar things. It's for a stew. Oh, well. The elf sighed. You do not need to pretend or feel frightened. I do not care for the laws against unlicensed magic in this town. I have no interest in reporting you. Oh, thank you. To the major's surprise, the healer flashed a brief smile, although it was gone in the blink of an eye. I'm not used to 4 choices. That's just going to end up in failure. You know that's going to end up in failure. There is no way this choice here is a good choice. I'm not really much interested in the authorities anyway. I'm more of a dabbler than anything else. I'm really not going to report it. If you're lying, I'll come get you? That seems like a terrible thing to choose. My name is Joanne, it's nice to meet you. That one, because it's a lie. Looking at what you have gathered so far, I do not think you are being truthful with me. Sure, why not? Lying is the best way forward. Normally, rule number 1 in visual novels, never lie when you get a choice. It will always come back to bite you in the arse. That's how stories are written. This one, fucking keep lying. You go, Glen Coco. Regardless, you are missing some useful things. Have you thought of these growths next to your feet and the ones growing underneath that tree? I think you will find them useful. Joanne blushed at her poor attempt to joke her way out of being discovered. What is the matter? Nothing, I'm just a little overwhelmed. Why? You seem so much more experienced than me. I'm not used to being the stupid one. I'm at least a century older than you. I would hope I would have gained some more knowledge than you. Oh, well, when you put it that way. My name is Joanne, by the way. Thank you for the advice. You are welcome, Joanne. It is pleasing to meet a fellow user of magic. I thought you were a healer. I'm a mage and a scholar. Healing is one of my specialities, but I have many others. I should go. The hour is late and I need to prepare these for storage. Wait, yes? You never told me your name. How do we know her name? If she hasn't already told us. I guess it just appeared for tell-alls. The elf blinks for a moment. My name is Thajala. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I still don't know. That is a beautiful name. Thank you. I must go now. It was a pleasure to meet you. Good night. Good night, Thajala. Joanne watched the elf melt away into the surrounding woods. T'Challa was quite something. She seemed to be pretty much everything Joanne wanted to be. It was quite intimidating but attractive too. She hoped she could find more opportunities to meet the elf healer. The mage suspected she could learn a lot from her. Yep, that is how wisdom works. You can pass it on. For now, however, she needed to get home. So you can do one thing in the night, but several things during the day. Alright, that's worth noting to myself. No. I could send Kira to go see you, I guess. This isn't final, but one of you needs an Otome pairing. That is the price we agreed, and I'm not going to change it. And I'm saying that is not the price we agreed. Think I'm too stupid to notice? What the fuck is wrong with your sprite? It doesn't look right at all. Compared to the other two, it looks not great. I think the lack of nose and a sort of really weird black line, which could possibly be a shadow. I think you're too stupid to come up with a convincing lie. Getting a bit harsh, isn't it? The man growled, grabbing Frederick by the front of his shirt. Say that again, you little runt. Kira stepped forward. She had to intervene or else someone was likely to get a knife in their gut. You best run off now, girl, or I'll give you the same as I'm about to give to this runt. Give me what? A closer look at your stupid face and bad breath? The man dropped Frederick. I'll deal with you in a minute. I need to give this girl a lesson in how to talk to a man. Wow! Wow! This is 2016, customer. You're not allowed to say that sort of stuff anymore. You're not a man. She lashed out with her boot, catching him square between his legs. Oh, ow. Groaning, the customer fell to his knees. See, nothing here. Kira lashed out with her foot again, catching him square in the jaw. The man fell backwards without a sound. Good, so he just knocked out someone in the middle of a shop. It wasn't very impressive. Alright, maybe we shouldn't just kick the cunt in the balls. That one. Stay out of this wench. Are we gonna Yep, we punched him again. So he lied, and he didn't like that either. Alright, so lying doesn't always work. It appears to be completely sporadic. You could say it's based on person, but details. So, we've done this one, and this one. What about this? A woman is for a little fun, but she doesn't make you gold. Are you sure about that? Nope. I am not giving him the satisfaction. Let's do this one. What is someone like you going to do? Because this now has to be the really good option. Because from what I can tell, there's 2 downs, 2 ups, and the 2 ups of varying heights. Kira slipped a dagger from her boot and placed it to the man's throat before he could even fucking hell. We're quite hasty at times, aren't we? I prefer a sword, but this will cut your throat just as easily. I think this is maybe getting out of hand. Yeah, just a little bit. I think the guards are going to come in again, aren't they? You're going to cut my throat in the middle of this shop? I think the guards might notice. You'll still be dead, and is anyone going to believe someone like me did it? The man released his grip on Frederick's shirt. Fine, I'll take the money. Frederick, you better get your customers under control or you might find this place catching fire one day. I'm sure your boss will like that. Get out and don't come back. You could deal with someone else for your goods. Growling under his breath, the man took the coins on the counter and left without another word. There we go. Violent bodily harm threats are the way to go, kids, if you want to woo shopkeepers. There you are. Tips with Tenarium. Don't follow that. I think you went a little too far, but thank you, Kira. I prefer you don't do anything like that again. I'm happy with that. That is fine. He likes to throw his weight around, but I could have talked him down. Why waste your time with words? Maybe it's because I'm not as fast as you with a knife. Probably true. That, and I can't ban everyone who's rude to me, or else I had no customers. I don't think chasing people who grab you is too much, or do your customers often pick you up? It depends. Now, did you want something? I don't think you sell stuff that I'd want. You more look like you sell things Talia's into. Into or thieving? Hang on, why is this flat? I've just realised that these are flat. These are... So hang on, you draw these, like, moving. You draw these, and then these are just Terrible. Is there supposed to normally be someone there? Oh, well, whatever. Oh, well, what brought you here? I just wanted to talk. Oh, okay, I'm happy to, so long as I don't have a customer. How long do you attend customers for that you can't fucking speak to someone else for? Whatever. You don't seem to have one at the moment. Then I guess you can stay for now. Okay, so you can't visit anyone, you can't visit anyone of interest, and you can't visit anyone. To the shop! Start a robbery mission. Why the hell not? Cool. We have 4 hours, presumably. Let's explore. Do I gather info first? Oh, right. Click that one. It doesn't say how long that'd take, which is annoying. Entrances, rooms. Yeah, annoyingly, it doesn't say how much it takes. Alright, let's just do it. He spent some time eavesdropping, listening to people, and managed to discover more about the target. Level 1 to 4. How on earth do they know he has exactly 581 gold? Are we getting our information off other fucking thieves? Alright, start robbery. Yeah, we'll put one of them into... Well, there's one way in, so, guess we're starting. The door is locked. Talia, you're up. A quick, quiet click and the lock opens. With a smirk, Talia pushes the door open and the sisters enter. Okie dokie, so now we have to go here or here? Here, yeah. Nothing good here. No, we need to go here. Too easy. It's adorable that they thought they could hide things from me. It's still making fun of your hair. 174 gold coins. Nothing good here. It is particularly narrow here. The sisters have to walk in single file to get through. And presumably there's 581 gold left. So if there's 174, there's 407 gold in this room. So it's probably worth risking for. The sisters find themselves standing in the merchant's bedroom. Unfortunately, their entering wakes up the couple. Kira rushes up and hushes them with the threatening jabs of their weapon. Are you here to rob us? Don't you see how poor we are? You fucking, not poor enough to afford curtains, are you? Got lovely little curtains there. Liars! Talia grabbed something out of the pocket of the merchant's hanging coat. Sure you're poor? It's a golden pendant worth about 122 gold. Please, that pendant has been in my family for generations. Question them. Describe the pendant to me. Talia looked at the pendant and noticed an engraving on the back as well as a family crest on the front. She would find out if they were telling the truth easily enough. The merchant struggles to describe the pendant. Liar, what poor family did you steal this off? Taking it from you only seems fair. Sisters tie up the couple to ensure that they don't sound the alarm before moving on. Where is all the gold? There was more in that room if we also looked around then. Right? That was where we missed him. Oh. This morning, Joanne woke up and felt a strange, dark, magical sensation coming from the west. Perhaps the three sisters should investigate the catacombs. Tombs full of shit, are they? No, the catacombs nearby the town. I mean, should we really be following anything magic-wise? Just straight up, there's magic! You should go there. It's dark, by the way. Ah, sure, what's the worst that could happen here? Everything. You're right.